A lot of times, people will set up a entity and not really think about, what their ultimate goal is and what type of entity would best suit their needs. So it's important to think about this selection process up front to the extent that you have the information available. There's really 6 types of entities to choose from. There's a sole proprietorship, general partnership, limited partnership, 2 types of corporations, what's called a C corporation, S corporation, and lastly, a rather new type of entity in the last 20 or so years, limited liability companies. There are positives and negatives to all these different entities. If there was one, fit-all solution, it would be a simple selection. They each have their positive and negatives. The simplest out there is what's called a sole proprietorship, and that is basically if you don't create anything at all and you just start to operate a business. And there are no actual legal filings, but the IRS says, hey, we want our money, and they're going to tax you on it. So they call you a sole proprietorship, and that files on a Schedule C on your individual tax return. You'd report your income in that manner. A sole proprietorship, the advantages are it's very easy to form. There's really no formation. It's very inexpensive to set up, and when we talk about corporations, there's no double taxation of it. We'll get into that in a little bit. But on the disadvantages, there's unlimited personal liability, and there's no ability to issue equity to other individuals down the road. And there's no continuity of existence, meaning, if you were to die, the entity would end. It wouldn't continue on, after your existence. Generally, it's probably not the best selection for the entrepreneur, unless, the only very simple type of business where you're able to, buy insurance to protect yourself. That would really be the only, time that you would actually use a sole proprietorship.